Good morning, students. Today's topic we are going to study about is redox reactions. And as all of you know, redox reaction is a process in which oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So we are going to study about the balancing of redox reaction by using half reaction method. Half reaction method is also known as ion electron method. As I have specified here, it is also known as ion electron method. So redox reactions balancing is majorly of two types. One is in acidic medium and one is in basic medium. Today we will discuss about acidic medium, and in my further videos you will come to know about the basic medium as well. Okay, so I have taken an example over here. This is a type of redox reaction. Cr2O7 2 minus plus Cl2 minus gives you Cr3 plus Cl2. So how you are going to start with the concept, with the steps that is used for balancing. First step for the balancing will be that you are going to calculate the oxidation number. On over here symbolizes oxidation number of each element present in the equation. So you are going to calculate the oxidation number of each element present in the equation. So let's just start with the calculation of oxidation number. Compound given over here is Cr2O7 2 minus. So what I am going to do, I am going to calculate the oxidation number for Cr respectively, because in the product side I can see there is Cr3 plus. So I have to calculate the oxidation number of Cr. So how I will calculate? I'll keep it as 2x because Cr, two molecules of Cr are there. So I'll keep it as 2x plus 7 into minus 2 because the oxidation state for oxygen is minus 2. And overall charge over here is given as minus 2. So overall charge is always represented towards this side. So if you'll calculate it, you'll get the value as plus 6. So I can write that Cr has oxidation charge of plus 6. Now Cl, you can see the charge given is Cl2 minus, and on the product side you can see the charge given on Cr is 3 plus, and Cl2 is an elemental state, so we'll take it as 0. Overall charge as 0. I hope this step is clear to everyone. Now we move on to the second step. Since we are done with the oxidation number, now we have to identify the oxidation half and reduction half reaction. Oxidation half and reduction half reaction by observing the change in oxidation number. So all of you know that increase in oxidation number is always termed as oxidation, and decrease in oxidation number is termed as reduction. So as we can see, this is plus 6, this is 2 minus, this is 3 plus, and this is 0. So I can say from 2 minus to 0, the oxidation number has increased. So I will label it as oxidation, and from plus 6 to 3, oxidation number has decreased. So it will be labeled as reduction. I hope this step is clear to everyone. Just you have to identify the oxidation number. If it is decreasing from reactant side to product side, it is decreasing, that means it's the reduction half part, and if it is increasing, that means it is the oxidation half part. Now let's move on to this third step, that is what we are going to do after calculating the oxidation number and dividing the two into the two parts, the equation into the two parts. So now next step we are going to do is the third step. We are going to balance the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So we are going to look out for the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. It is the most important step you should keep in mind. So as we have separated oxidation half, reduction half over here, I'll just write the oxidation number. So you can see Cl2 minus Cl0. So over here there is no oxygen, no hydrogen. I can see only Cl is there, and it is balanced already because only one chlorine atom over here and only one chlorine atom over here. If I take into consideration reduction half, you can see Cr2O72 minus, and over here it is Cr3 plus. So that means there are two chromium ions on the reactant side and one chromium ion on the product side. So what I will do, I will just balance it by writing 2 so that the equation is balanced. This is simple balancing which you people already know. Now we move on to the step 4. After balancing the atoms, the most important step which you need to understand, because once if you'll make mistake in this step, that means entire equation is going to be wrong. So let's just study the step first. Balance the charge on oxidation half and reduction half by showing loss or gain of electrons. So we have to balance the charge on both the sides, that is oxidation half and reduction half, by showing the loss or gain of electrons. So generally oxidation is represented by loss of electron, as you people know it already, but in case if you are not able to recall, you can keep this in mind. There is a formula oil rig. So oil means oxidation is loss of electron and reduction is gain of electrons. And obviously we say that loss of electron is represented on the product side and gain of electron is represented on the reactant side. So you have to observe it carefully. See, the charge over here is Cl2 minus. 2 minus is the charge, and whereas on the product side it is 0. So we have to balance the charge on both the sides. This is 2 minus, this is 0. So how I will balance the charge? Since it is oxidation, it will show loss of electrons. So the electrons will be represented on the product side. So I will write plus 2 electron in order to balance the charge. Now you can observe 2 minus on the reactant side as well as 2 minus on the product side too. Now next is reduction half. The charge over here is plus 6 and over there it is plus 3. Now let's just observe it carefully. There are 2 chromium atoms, so that means 2, 6, 12. So total charge will be, total charge on the chromium, because it's a dichromate, so total charge on the chromium atom, dichromium atom, will be 2, 6, 12. Whereas if you find it over here, 2, 3, 6. So over here the total charge is 6 and over here the total charge is 12. Now reduction means gain of electrons, and those electrons which are gained I will be representing on the reactant side. So I will write simply to balance the equation, I'll write plus 6 electrons. Now if you will observe carefully, 2, 6, 12. 12 minus 6, how many electrons? 6 electrons. Towards this side, how many electrons? 6 electrons. So approximately charge is balanced on both the sides for both oxidation and reduction half reactions. Let's move on to the step 4. Let's move on to the step 5, sorry. Step 5 is that you need to balance, after balancing the charge and all, you need to balance the atoms, that is oxygen, atoms of oxygen, by adding H2O molecule on the deficient side. Okay, so wherever is the deficient, wherever you will find that oxygen is deficient, that means you are going to add H2O to balance the oxygen atom. So again I have written oxidation half, reduction half. This is the last step which we did. So we'll just first focus on oxidation half. It's Cl and Cl. There is no oxygen atom, so we don't have to add any water to it because both the sides it's already balanced. But if we talk about reduction half and you observe it carefully, Cr2O72 minus and 2Cr3 plus. So you can see on the reactant side how many oxygen atoms are there? There are 7 oxygen atoms. Now in order to balance these 7 oxygen atoms, I have to add H2O to the deficient side. deficient side means the side where you cannot see oxygen molecule. So I can't see oxygen over here. So what I will do, I'll just add 7 moles of water to it. Now you can see my oxygen is balanced, but as soon as you balance the oxygen, hydrogen ion concentration, it disbalances. So how you are going to balance the hydrogen ion? Now in order to balance the hydrogen atom, what we are going to do, we are going to add requisite amount of H plus ions on the deficient side. Again, same thing, all of you know the basic concepts of balancing. Wherever it is deficient, towards that side we add the number of molecules, or toward that side we increase the number of moles as well. So you can see oxidation half, there is no need to change because there is no oxygen, no water being added in the last step. But in the reduction half, I can say that there are 7 H2O molecules, 7 H2O on the product side, but no H plus ions on the reactant side. So I'll just see how many H plus ions are there on the product side in the reduction half reaction. 7 2s are 14. How many hydrogen ions are there? 14. So I will just write 14 H plus towards the reactant side. With this, I can see my charge is balanced, my oxygen atoms are balanced, atoms other than oxygen are balanced, and even the hydrogen ion is also balanced. Now what exactly I have to look is, see, I can see there are 2 electrons towards the oxidation half and there are 6 electrons towards the reduction half. So how to balance it? Ultimately we have to balance the at the end. This is the last step. You need to balance the electron lost and electron gained. As you can see, we need to balance the electron lost and electron gained during the reaction. So for this particular reaction, again I am reiterating, for this particular reaction you will multiply equation 1 by 3. Why by 3? Because we have 2 electrons and 6 electrons. Common multiple will be 3. So you will multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 1. So after multiplication, you can see we'll get the result 3Cl2 minus gives you 3Cl, because this entire equation 1 is multiplied by 3 and this is multiplied by 1. So if you will multiply, 3Cl2 minus gives you 3Cl0 plus 6 electrons. This will be marked as equation 3. And if you talk about this is Cr2O72 minus plus 6 electron plus 14H plus gives you 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. At the end, because we need to balance the equation, we need to combine the equation and write it, because we have already separated it. Now the last step is we need to combine the 2 equations. So what I am going to do, I am going to just add equation 3 and 4. So as soon as you add equation 3 and equation 4, as soon as we add equation 3 and equation 4, this was equation 3 and this was equation 4. So all the common things will cancel out as we people do in mathematics. So 6 electrons are cancelled on both the sides. You can see there are no H plus ions, so H plus ions will remain the same. There are no H2O ions in the equation 3, so H2O ions will also remain the same. So ultimately our balanced equation becomes Cr2O72 minus plus 3Cl2 minus plus 14H plus gives you 3Cl2 plus 2Cr3 plus 7H2O. I hope the concept of balancing is clear to you. Next video I'll be sharing on the balancing of redox reaction for basic medium. So thank you.